Just when you thought she couldn't get any bigger, Harley Quinn has now gone from Suicide Squad to Birds of Prey, now having her own anime TV show. Guys, we're going to be talking about Harley Quinn, the animated series. Now, if you guys have not seen it, I want you guys to go check it out. It is a decent series. If you guys have watched it, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments down below. But let's go ahead and talk about Harley Quinn, the animated series, season review. If you guys did not, or you guys missed my very first episode review, go check it out in the channel. But this was a crazy series where you couldn't take it very seriously. The whole journey of this series is basically Harley breaking up with the Joker, wanting to stick to him, but at the same time she's having back and forth syndrome of wanting to be with him and then not wanting to be with him, and then wanting to join Legion of Doom. And she ends up teaming up with Poison Ivy, which you do see a lot of Harley and Poison Ivy's relationship in this. She also teams up with King Shark. She teams up with Clayface, as well as a few others that get introduced to the series. But as a series as a whole, the series as a whole was decent. You can't take it very seriously, and I've been saying this. You guys can go check it out on the DC streaming app. You guys can check it out on any movie site if you want to. The entirety of the show, again, you couldn't take very seriously, because I've been telling people this since the show came out. You can't, because in all honesty, the show was pretty much the adult version, adult slash abridged show of, I really want to say, like, between Batman and something else, because it really kind of opened my eyes of, because they make fun of everybody in here. They make fun of the Justice League, Legion of Doom, Joker, Batman. All the adult jokes that you could possibly think of is in this show. So it is funny. Some of the jokes are hit and miss for me. Some of the characters can be annoying. Like, there's times when Harley does come across as annoying, or Clayface, or even King Shark, Riddler, Scarecrow. They show all the DC iconic villains. Again, Joker, Bane, Lex Luthor, Black Manta, um, King Shark, Bane, Scarecrow, Freeze, I think, at one point. But they basically, even Penguin. They even show all these ones, and Two-Face. They show all these iconic Batman villains and DC villains into one show. They even show Justice League a few times, but it's mainly the journey of Harley Quinn. She wants to join the Legion of Doom to show that she can go on her own, build her own crew, that she's a force to be reckoned with. Nobody's really taking her seriously. Batman's not taking her seriously. Gotham's not taking her seriously. Neither is the Legion of Doom or the Justice League. But there are times within the show where she does make waves to make it shown, hey, I am a force to be reckoned with. I don't need Joker. So there are times when you're like, you kind of wonder, you're like, can she do it? And then Legion of Doom does recognize her, but they only want to get Poison Ivy in. So Harley comes to the truth after she finally figures out that nobody really wants her except for, Ivy and Poison Ivy, and her relationship really does get shown in here, that they are best friends, that they do love one another, that they're always going to be there for one another, and what friendship really is. That she tries to really push her away from Joker, say, like, look, you don't need him to be someone different. And it really goes into a how we got to see her a little bit in Suicide Squad, how she was kind of going back and forth with her remembering when she was a psychiatrist, which was cool, because I really enjoy those scenes, because we also get to see Harley's family, how, her dad was nothing but a two-faced crook. Her mom loved her dearly, but at the same time, she was a crook as well, and basically everybody in her was a crook. Everyone could not take her seriously due to, they thought, oh, well, Harley's going to do this. She was going to become a psychiatrist or an Olympic gymnast. Every time you turn around, there was always an issue with something. So every time you turn around, Harley always had to give it up, because either someone made her do that, or she made a choice to basically, unfortunately, she chose someone else over her own self. So there was a lot of times where you could see that in the show, where she finally gets to visit her parents after everyone abandons her at some point. And then at the very end of the series, you do get to see the death of Poison Ivy. She does come back to help. And then apparently you see the death of the Joker, which she does survive. And then, of course, Batman does get unmasked in this time. Then you also get to see different points in the show where you get to see a little bit of Jim Gordon, where they make Jim Gordon look like he's absolutely pathetic. Very like his wife is going down the drain. His wife's cheating on him. He can't. He does not like his life at all. He thinks Batman is his friend. Batman does not come across as a friend to him in this show at all. He comes across to him to be very like how Batman normally is, but at the same time, it is up and down throughout the entirety of the show, where you can't really know what's going to happen until it happens. It's one of those where you can flip a coin and this is going to happen or this is going to happen. So it's really one of those, crazy crap always happens in this show. And you finally get to see more of Harley branch out, which is cool. And I'm going to say this, having Kay Cuoco do the voice of Harley Quinn, I was a little hesitant on, but I think, honestly, her being on Big Bang Theory for so many years, this kind of helped her for the role of Harley, in all honesty. Because, of course, of the show of her being around someone that is very geeky, being with him, marrying that character. Spoilers alert, if you guys have not seen Big Bang Theory, go check it out. But she did, I think, a good job. Everyone, including myself, is very more reluctant towards Tara Strong doing the iconic voice of Harley Quinn, Batman the Animated Series, the video games. So she is the iconic voice for Harley Quinn. I really kind of wish she would have done it, but I don't think either she was not available or she was not interested. Don't know. They wanted someone very vulgar in this. I think it was funny. I think it was a good idea. Now going into a season 2, not exactly sure on how they're going to do a season 2. I'm not even sure if it will get picked up for a season 2, because normally a lot of DC shows that are technically becoming either DC on the DC streaming service is very hard to see, because they either just bomb or they just don't get renewed, or something happens to where it just don't work out. So don't know exactly if it's going to be picked up for another season. If it does, I will be shocked. There are characters in here where I think they're not um, they're not like the best characters. Like they have Kite Man in here, and I never even heard of him until this show. I never did. Apparently, him and Poison Ivy develop a relationship at some point, and then they see, like there's different scenes with like, especially with like the Joker. This version of Joker was okay, but again, I wish they would have gotten Mark Hamill, or they could have gotten oh man, I know it, but I can't think of it right now. When they've done so many different voices of the Joker. I think honestly that they need to honestly get someone, because they always want to get someone different. They always do. Troy Baker, I thought he was possibly the best choice for this show. Again, I'm not a writer, I'm not a director, so they were going to do what they're going to do. Kay Cuoco knocked it out of the park, I think, as Harley Quinn. The voice of Poison Ivy, she was amazing. I think Poison Ivy was very entertaining in this. King Shark was entertaining. Clayface was just annoying throughout the entirety of the show. They didn't show a lot of superheroes. Batman was like an on and off throughout the entirety of the series, so he wasn't shown too much, just enough to kind of be like, hey, I'm here to stop Harley from doing something, or Joker, or whatever. But let me know what you guys think about Harley Quinn, the series, in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, so about subscribing, links down below. Let me know what your thoughts were about the series. If you guys have not seen the series, go check it out. Then let me know what you guys' thoughts are about it in the comments down below. And I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.